All right, guess what? Caleb addressed it. He addressed the Seth Wickersham bombshell report that came from his book a few weeks back. And he did in a press conference today. Had a lot to say. So I want to break it down for you guys and give you guys my thoughts. So what is going on, y'all? Phosphorus all back at it with another video talking some NFL here to talk about the Chicago Bears. If you're a Bears fan, guys, please do hit that subscribe button down below. Would really appreciate that. All right, so Caleb just came out in a press conference and was very honest and just flat out said, look, guys, I want to address this, all right? And I want to go ahead and give you guys my thoughts on this report that came out, the book from Seth Wickersham, in which it was talking about Caleb's concerns this past year with the Chicago Bears before he got drafted here. It was basically his thoughts from his dad and, his inner circle and whatnot. And so he wanted to just go ahead and address it. And that's what he did, and he took questions. Now, before I get to that, real quick, let me just say this, all right? I respect the media. I really do. I don't truly consider myself media. I do cover this team, and I report on this team, but it's like, the guys that are actually in these press conferences that are at House Hall every day, like, they are true media, right? They go out and they, they report on all of this. And the media is important, and they have a very important role in getting the truth out. But I feel like certain times the media just doesn't quite have the pulse on exactly what people want to hear and look for as much as they think they do. So when this report came out, all right, I did want to talk about it because I thought it was important to talk about. But did I need Caleb Williams to come out and basically say, hey guys, I know about the report, I want to address it, and I want to basically tell you that I want to be a Chicago Bear? Not necessarily. I didn't need Caleb to come out and say that because actions speak louder than words, and Caleb has shown through his actions that he wants to be here. Now, again, if he comes out and says, hey, I don't want to be here, obviously that would, mean something, but I don't think or would have expected him to say that, and he didn't. So my point being here is the media made this report more than what it was into such a frenzy where I kept seeing these posts on X, right, and on social media every day, like, when will Caleb Williams address the report by Seth Wickersham? When will he address the book by Seth Wickersham and all these claims? And I'm like, I don't really care for Caleb to address it. And I don't want to speak for a lot of you guys or other Bears fans, but I feel like they don't either. Like, we're past it. That was before he got drafted. If I was Caleb, I would have had the same concerns. Totally get it. Projected number 1 overall pick. You want to make sure you go to a place that you're going to succeed in. I get it. So to me, that made no sense on why they were continuing the media, to the local Bears Chicago media, to continue to push this story out and say, Caleb needs to address it. It's the elephant in the room. He absolutely has to address it. And so it kind of pissed me off, and it was almost to the point where they bullied Caleb into doing it, and that's what he did. So he came out today and he basically talked about the report, and he said, look, yeah, it came out. Obviously, the timing's not ideal, but I'm here now, and, all my teammates know I'm all in. My coaches know I'm all in. The front office, the coaching staff, everybody knows I'm all in. I'm just going ahead and coming out to address the report to say that those were thoughts that I had, and I'm paraphrasing here. This is basically what he said. Those were thoughts that he had prior to coming to Chicago, just like any, sort of projected a top pick would with his family, with his parents, with his dad. And he had visits with other teams. He brought up the Vikings with Kevin O'Connell and said it was a great visit and whatnot. But he said when he came to Chicago, he had a very intentional meeting with the Bears. He was deliberate about being here. Again, it all happened, but it was in the past. So that's basically what Caleb said. And then, again, the media did follow up with questions on what have you and a bunch of other things. But my point being here is, look, it was mature of Caleb to go out and just address it because he knows that the media is like this. And I'm not going to go ahead and blanket all of them into one, but I'm just saying in general, right? The media is like this. And so to me, I hope we're past this and I hope this is a non-story. I'm talking about it right now because I wanted to let you guys know my thoughts on how I feel like the media has done a poor job of making this into a bigger deal than it is, right? I don't want to be a hypocrite here and talk about the same thing that I'm telling the media not to talk about anymore, but that's why I'm talking about it, to bring up the fact that they need to not make this a story anymore. Caleb addressed it. He basically said he had those thoughts, and now he's here, and that's what matters. And he's happy with the Bears, and we're on to this season, and we're on to bigger and better things. So I hope that's where we are with this entire thing, and hopefully we don't got to address this anymore. So hopefully, again, I keep covering stuff for you guys that you guys want to hear from me, man, because I know sometimes the local media just doesn't get it. They just don't get it, and they try to force things down our throat that they think we want to hear, and we just didn't want to hear this. So props to Caleb for just addressing it, and now hopefully we're past it. So let me know what your guys' thoughts on it, man. Do you agree with me, disagree with me on how the local media kind of made this story into a bigger deal than it is? Leave a comment down below with your thoughts. As always, thanks for watching.